Dude, this is so groovy. This is not at all what I was expecting for something like Hadestown. I don't know what I was expecting, but it definitely wasn't this. Hello everyone, welcome back to CF Reacts. My name is Casper Fox, and I am a musician, a rapper, a singer, and I am also now a musical writer for Stories from Styx, which is a Hades musical. Fun fact, today we are here with the very first episode of Hadestown. Now, Hadestown is a musical. I originally thought it was about Hades. Mortius told me, and I don't know if we got that in a recording session, but Mortius actually told me this is a story about the tragedy of Orpheus and Eurydice, I think it's how you pronounce it. And yeah, huge, massive thank you. Jay made this playlist for me that Mortius has been using as well. So Jay, or Arson, thank you very much for that. I'm very, very excited to get into Hadestown. The first song is called Road to Hades from Hadestown. And that's gonna be sick. It's 5 minutes long. I don't know if there are any in-between scenes for this, but I'm gonna do that as we go. I'm doing the first 5 songs in one recording batch. So if you're watching this, the next 5 videos, like, of this entire musical, it's already on Patreon. So if you want to go over, spend like $5 to get so much content here, then that's what you can do. Link in the description. Anyway, thank you, Jay. Thank you, everyone. I'm so excited to get into this. So let's go for Hadestown. Okay. That's Hermes' staff.
Once upon a time there was a railroad line. Don't ask where, brother, don't ask where. It was the road to hell. It was hard times. It was a world of gods and man.
Okay.
It's an old song. It's an old song. It's an old tale from way back when. It's an old song. It's an old song. And we're gonna sing it again.
Okay, so far we got... I want to take a look at this picture real quick, just to see... So, Poseidon. I'm not getting this wrong this time. That's Poseidon with the trident. I hope. Okay, so I assume that Zeus is in the front here. I don't... Like, the others don't really look... They don't look like something... I'd assume maybe it's just a big, like the Olympians, maybe. Apollo, Hestia, Demeter, stuff like that, maybe. But, okay, so far, this is a banger, bro. Like... the things here. I'm gonna test out, because some of you guys have been mentioning that you are having a little trouble with the first listening through, but I'm gonna pause a tiny bit in the initial playthrough and then go back and go deep into the music right here. So let's go now.
And man, it's an old song. It's an old song. It's an old tale from way back when. It's an old song. It's an old song. And we're gonna sing it again.
I assume this is Hermes.
Guys and men, alright. We got some guys in the house tonight. See, on the road to hell there was a railroad line, and there were 3 old women all dressed the same.
The Fates.
And they was always singing in the back of your mind. Everybody meet the Fates. And on the road to hell there was a railroad line, and the lady stepping off a train
Persephone?
with a suitcase full of summertime. Persephone, the name. And if you ride that train, if you ride that train, if you ride that train to the end of the line, where the sun don't shine and it's always shady,
The underworld.
it's there you'll find the king of the mine, almighty Mr. Hades.
There he is, my boy.
We got any other gods? All right.
Okay, so we're introduced to the Fates, Persephone, and Hades right here. Okay, I'm excited to hear what they like, how, because it seems like the Fates might be the one saying as well. This is very almost like shanty-like so far, like there was a railroad, no, and then like very this like this trombone carrying the entire melody here as like the main riff. That's really cool.
We got any other gods? All right, almost forgot. On the railroad station.
Mm-hmm.
And a man with feathers on his feet.
Hermes.
Who could help you to your final destination? Mr. Hermes, that's me.
Nice.
See, someone's got to tell the tale. Whether or not it turns out well, maybe it will turn out this time. On the road to hell, on the railroad line, it's a sad song.
Sad song.
It's a sad tale, it's a tragedy. It's a sad song.
Sad song.
Groovy.
Now, not everyone gets to be a god. And don't forget that times are hard. Hard times in the world of men. Let me introduce you to a few of them. You can tip your hats and your wallets. Brothers and sisters, boys and girls, to the hardest working chorus in the God's almighty world. And working just as hard for you. Let's
Dude, this is so groovy. This is not at all what I was expecting for something like Hadestown. I don't know what I was expecting, but it definitely wasn't this.
what this crew can do.
Yeah!
On the road to hell, there was a railroad line.
Nice.
And a poor boy working on a song. His mama was a friend of mine, and this boy was a musician on the railroad line. On the
That's
road
gotta
to
be Orpheus
hell.
then.
You might say the boy was touched. 'Cause he was touched by the gods themselves. Give it up for Orpheus.
Oh, he's pretty. Hello, pretty boy. Okay, so this la la da da, I feel like that almost sounds like the Super Smash Brothers theme. La da da da, la da 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 da. So I assume I'm listening for motifs. So we got like, oh no, the Hadestown, So in America, stuff like if you guys have heard the Prison Blues, Lonesome Prison Blues, right? It's very like this, like and then the beat is like very train-like, which also shares elements with shanty music as this repetitive kind of aspect to it, right? The voice for Hermes sounds so familiar, very groovy, very like soul Chicago sounding, right? And then this, I guess that's a reoccurring motif.
There was one more soul on this road. Girl, come on in from the cold. On the railroad line, on the road to hell. There was a young girl looking for something to eat. And brother, thus begins the tale of Orpheus and Eurydice.
Eurydice, that's how you say it.
It's a love song.
It's a love song.
It's a tale of a love from long ago. Sad song.
Sad song.
But we're gonna sing it in a soul. It's an old song.
Old song.
It's an old tale from way back when. And we're gonna sing. We're gonna sing. We're gonna sing it again. Yeah.
Wow! Road to hell. My God, he hold that. Oh my God, spoilers. Okay, welcome to Hadestown, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. That is insanely dope. Okay, let's break it down. Let's break down this interesting approach to a musical, right? So obviously we start with this very trumpetized. That's a, I guess, what is this? Is this like, what is that instrument called? It's Adam, put the name of the instrument right here. No. I know what it's called, I forgot the name for it. But yeah, so this is the carrying element of the entire song, this like brass riff here. Do, do, do. Something I'm interested about, and you guys can probably let me know. This symbol of Hermes, I see that on a lot of like medical, doctor, pharmacy things. Are those related? I assume they are. Let me know. And then here, listen to this. this is indicating obviously the train, right?
Once upon a time there was a railroad line.
And then listen to this, like these whiskers from Gary here. Nice.
Don't I swear, brother, don't I swear. It was the road to hell. It was hard times. It was a world of God.
And listen to that little fill there. From Gary there, very nice. Like very low activity level instruments here so far.
It was a world of God and man. It's an old song.
It's an old song.
It's an old tale from way back when. It's an old song.
It's an old song.
And we're gonna
And here we get some harmonization in these what were harmonic gang vocals before. Then we get just this little fifth la da da, and like a fifth in the harmonies here, and then we have some piano coming in as well.
from way back when.
Claps
It's
as
an
well in the
old
percussion.
song.
It's an old song.
And we're gonna sing it again.
And then la da resolve back to the tonic. Nice.
Guys and men, alright. We got some guys
We have some very low sounding string section, like this doom doom, this plucked string section in the back, working as the bass in this mix here.
in the house tonight. See, on the road to hell there was a railroad line. And there were 3 old women all dressed as
Now there's like a piano in the back. This is a very simple in a sense, like for what musicals usually are. For the ones I've seen, the instrumentalization isn't very complex so far. I like that. I love it when, like, for example, even if it's just a piano, right? I like that. I like when it's just like when it's simplified like this.
sign. And they was always singing in the back of your mind. Everybody needs the face.
Nice.
And on the road to hell there was a railroad line. And the lady stepping off a train. With a suitcase full of summertime. Persephone by name.
And it's not really like it's not a crazy. So what I think is really interesting, we're introduced to a lot of characters, right? Persephone doesn't like because. It's hard to tell early, but I'm looking for motifs, right? I'm looking for motifs because that's been a reoccurring thing in all the musicals I've been. Like Six had motifs, Epic obviously, and Hamilton had a ton of them, right? So I'm listening for motifs, right? So it sounds like that that came in when the Fates entered, but that's also very basic or not like a very carrying element in the entire song before the Fates show up, right? So either that A shows the Fates are always watching, or B it's unrelated to them as a motif. And when I'm listening for Persephone's motif, I don't really hear much.
With a suitcase full of summertime. Persephone by name.
I don't hear much other than the piano, but I think that's just general to the song.
And if you ride that train,
Ride that train.
if you ride that train,
Ride that train.
if you ride that train to the end of the line, where the sun don't shine and it's always shady.
Okay, so it sounds like I'm trying to understand what this train is about. And as you know, English is not my native language, so sometimes I do have some problems understanding basic plot things just because I don't process the language as well as normally. I'm actually, because for example, all the music theory I know and stuff was taught to me in Danish, so I'm already translating a lot of terms and a lot of stuff like that. So please bear with me. Try not to clown me if I get something wrong. Seems like the train here is a metaphor for life with the fates in the back and Persephone stepping on and off to get to Hades in the end, maybe? Seems like it, so far.
Is there your fire
Excuse me.
and it's always shady? Is there your fire, the king of the mine, almighty Mr.
Okay.
Hades?
And we don't get to hear what Hades sounds like, which is interesting. I'm excited to hear what Hades sounds like, because obviously, there aren't many Hades representatives in musicals. That's why I'm writing mine. Mine is a bit more softer and more longing, more lovable in a sense, right? You can hear that in the Stories from Stick snippets, right? But here so far, we don't have anything ready. I love how Hermes is portrayed. And I love to use Epic as kind of like a comparison, not to the musical, but just for how Hermes is portrayed, right? And this Hermes is very Chicago-style, raspy, jazzy vocals, right? Whereas the Hermes in Epic is a bit more playful, a bit more higher timbre, which I love. I love the contrast between them.
the gods.
And here, listen to this. This is a fiddle because we are in like yeehaw, the yeehaw part of the United States of America with this, right? So you have these in the background here. That's really cool. I assume because again, I'm looking for motifs, but I'm not gonna like drop straight down. The only thing I wanna like really pinpoint is the Orpheus, like him humming, right? The no, well, whatever it was, right? I think that is a motif. The rest is very unsure and might just be over analyzing. Because here we have the fiddle right after Hades is introduced. That could mean either A, Hades' instrument or motif is some kind of like fiddle, string, violin thingy, or B, it's just part of the song and it's just to build up the instrumentalization as we progress.
Almost forgot. On the road to hell, there was a railroad station.
So we're at a station.
And a man with feathers on his feet who could help you to your final destination. Mr. Hermes, that's me.
So Hermes helps them from the station. Okay. So I guess when you're oh, maybe it's like the final step you take before you die. So when you've lived your life, you get to this train station that Hermes helps you get to wherever you need to go. And then you take the train down to Hades, like for the rest of like your, I guess, existence, right?
See, someone's got to tell the tale. Whether or not it turns out well, maybe it will turn out this time on the road
And the fates are like, because the fates control
to
it.
hell on the railroad line. It's a sad song.
Sad song.
It's a sad tale. It's a tragedy. It's a sad song.
Sad
I'm
song.
gonna sing it anyway.
And then here we have, it's a sad song, and this is a part of the music, not necessarily in musicals, but just in songs in general. This is the sing-along part, right? So listen to how the instrumentalization kind of drops out, and these like claps, like dong gang, dong gang, dong gang, dong gang. Similar to this is if you guys have seen Hadestown Hotel, Hell is Forever. In the second part where all the angels come in to like surround them all. The hell is forever. So you get claps here. Similar here, so people like it's a sing-along piece.
It's a sad song.
Hear that?
It's a sad tale. It's a tragedy. It's a sad song.
Sad
I'm
song.
gonna sing it anyway.
And then back to the instrumentalization here.
Now, not everyone gets to be a god. And don't forget that times are hard. Hard times in the world of men. Let me introduce you to a few of them. You can tip your hats and your wallets. Brothers and sisters, boys and girls, to the hardest working chorus in the God's almighty world.
So the chorus, interesting. I don't know if the chorus are an actual thing. Maybe the chorus are just a group of muses, because I have played Stray Gods, and in Stray Gods the choruses were kind of just like, I guess, the government of the god, like the ones in charge. There was Apollo, Persephone, Athena, and Aphrodite that were on the chorus in Stray Gods, and they kind of called the shots in a sense with Athena leading them. Maybe this is the same thing, but here they're just like a musical aspect, you know, like they're the big band to play up Hermes. Also, interestingly enough, I didn't mention that this musical so far is portrayed as like this little like jazz club. This little like, you know, this funky jazz club in some. I really feel like we're in New Orleans or something, Chicago, just jamming out, you know.
And working just as hard for you. Let's see what this crew can do.
Okay, so they go crazy, and then Hermes like, okay, calm down a little bit.
On the road to hell, there was a railroad line.
And then we're back to this. Instead of having the trumpet, it's now replaced by a piano, by the do 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 do, jumping from the root note to the fifth. La da la.
And a poor boy working on a song.
A poor boy walking a song. And now listen to this. La 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 la. Either that's an Orpheus motif, or that's a song coming back, surely, because it's so different from the rest of the song.
Mama was a friend of mine, and this boy was a musician on the railroad line, on the road to hell. You might say the
So
boy
I think the railroad, like the road to Hades' motif, is this hum, like this like lonesome blues kind of unison hum here.
was touched. 'cause he was touched by the
Cute.
gods themselves. Give it up for Orpheus. Orpheus.
Look how he springs into color with his red scarf here. Beautiful.
There was one more soul on this road. Girl, come on in from the cold. On the railroad line, on the road to hell.
Came in from the
There
cold.
was a young girl looking for something to eat. And brother, thus begins the tale.
And this is where we get, and this is obviously the I don't remember what it's called. The art on like those like jars or whatever, you know. Let me know what that is called. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, so this is how we're introduced to the Orpheus and Eurydice tale, which is really interesting. Fun fact: I have a song planned in part 2 for literally Orpheus and Eurydice. I've been told that they like this musical is about this tragedy and that they handle it super well. So I'm a little daunting. Maybe I'll cut that song from Stories from Sticks when we finish this. But you know, we'll see. We'll see how they handle it. Because right now this is all introduction, and Hermes is working as this exposition character, like kind of the link between us and the story. Something similar to what Aaron Burr is in Hamilton. Later Angelica, when we're getting told the story of Eliza. But yeah, this is kind of the exposition. Maybe he continues to be the narrator. Who knows?
Of Orpheus and Eurydice. It's a love song.
It's a love song.
It's a tale of a love from long ago. Sad song.
Sad song.
But we're gonna sing it even so.
We're gonna sing it even so, yeah, because obviously I know the tragedy of Orpheus and Eurydice. I know what happens in it about him. Spoilers. Turn off the sound of the video. I'm gonna tell you in 3, 2, 1. So I know that it's the whole thing about him coming down to get her, and then he turns around as they're walking out, and then obviously she has to stay in the underworld because he done goofed. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited how they handle it.
Old song.
Old song.
It's an old tale from way back when. And we're gonna sing. We're gonna sing. We're gonna sing it again. Yeah, yeah.
Listen to how long he holds this. Still holding. Absolutely incredible. And then we're just gonna wait a little bit for Anyway the Wind Blows. We're gonna do that next video. So yeah, what an introduction to Hadestown with this wonderful brass. If you guys, I want you guys to I'm probably gonna try for the next video. I'm gonna try to not go back and analyze. I'm gonna analyze as we go, just to see if that format works a little bit better, if that flows a little bit better. Feel free to give me feedback on that. I'm still learning. I'm very, very new. I've only been a content creator in this space for 9 months. So yeah, not even 8 months. 8 months and 9 days. So yeah. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Over here are all the lovely patrons who, by the time they are like you are seeing this on YouTube, I will have probably like I'm already maybe through like Act 1 of Hadestown or something like that, because I'm already recording the first 5 songs in one batch. So that's wonderful. If you want to support me over on Patreon for as little as like $5 a month to get all the content, then feel free to do so. It's really nice. We have a really nice community over here playing Minecraft, talking in VZ every night, talking about Epic, like that. It's really, really cool. If you feel like that you're enjoying my content or kind of the aspect of music or maybe that I'm giving to it, then you can actually do more than just Patreon. If you don't have the means for Patreon, or if it's not available in your country, in a bit there will be some videos playing here. If you want to show the YouTube algorithm that CF Entertainment is a good channel to push into the algorithm, click one of these videos and then watch them for like 5 seconds. That tells YouTube that you like this and that you are, and you want CF Entertainment in the algorithm and stuff like that. You can also like, comment, and of course subscribe. Please check if you're subscribed. There's a lot of you guys that actually aren't subscribed, so if you do like my content, please check if you're subscribed. It's free and you can always cancel down the line if you don't like me showing up in your feed. Other than that, I am going to get straight into song 2, which is Anyway the Wind Blows. That's over on Patreon, but for you guys on YouTube, you're going to have to wait a week. So I'll see you next week or over on Patreon. Bye.